Hello everybody, it's me Nate, aka Double Dog, and I'm back once again with another video game flashback. This time I'm reviewing Killing Time. It was developed and published by the 3DO company and originally launched on November 1995, but it has since seen a remaster of sorts that actually launched for every other gaming system as of October 17th, 2024. So if you want to play this old ass game, you actually can play the remastered version. Now, what exactly is Killing Time? Well, you play as an Egyptology student who gets trapped in a giant estate in Maniculous Isle, Maine in 1932, where a wealthy heiress named Tess Conway was attempting to use something known as an ancient Egyptian water clock to get immortality. But naturally, it backfires and makes all her and her wealthy friends vanish from the isle. And it's now your job to go there to find the secrets of the estate while fending off monsters in the search to destroy the water clock. Now, the game hands down features a super fast and smooth frame rate, especially for when it came out. It's amazing how fast and fluid this actually ran, and it used a lot of full motion video actors, live actors that would pop up in the game to progress the story as you go through. At the time, that's really what 3DO was known for, was really a glorified FMV player. But now, while you're exploring this gigantic open estate, you can use all kinds of different weapons, including crowbars, shotguns, dual pistols, flamethrowers, Molotov cocktails, Tommy guns, and even a screen-clearing magical ankh. I always say ankh wrong, but I don't care. Now, you can actually play the character, and he plays pretty decent. You can pretty much strafe, run, crouch, and jump. The basic mechanics of what you would expect in a first-person shooter. Now, as for being able to beat the game, in order to do so, you have to find these special vases that contain Tess Conway's spirit. And once you break them, you release most of her spirit, and when you break them all, then you end up fighting her as a final boss. But each time you break one of these things, they give you a permanent one-time power-up that you can use for the whole rest of the game. And overall, the levels in this game are very non-linear. It's rather large and interconnected with no load times between the areas, which for its time, once again, it was very, very impressive. Now, most people actually refer to Killing Time as the bastard child of Doom meets Seventh Guest. And with the fast, fluent first-person shooting gunplay and the full-motion videos that tell the story, it makes perfect sense why they would say that. And it was actually considered one of the best games on the 3DO system. I think it's ranked number 2 as one of the best games. And the original game was really weird, okay? It came on a red disc. The printing on the cover is red. But some copies had a glitch during a clown stage that would break the game, and if you actually sent it back to 3DO, they would send you a replacement disc that was on a black disc, and that one is considered a uber rare game to have. In fact, I have not even been able to find it for sale anywhere, but this ever elusive black disc is almost like one of the hardest find games to get for 3DO system. It really is considered one of the rarest games on 3DO to get the black disc. Now, for overall gameplay and length, you're looking about max 5-6 hours tops on this. You can take longer if you want, and you can get through it in probably 2 hours if you know where to go. But for its time, it was considered to be a really fun open world style first-person shooter. Now, as for actual prices of this game, you can go online and find original copies of the 3DO versions and the other Panasonic versions of this game. The small jewel case versions sell roughly for about $50 still, but the big box, the big clamshell boxes as they were called, they go from anywhere from $90 on up, seriously. And I have not been able to find the black disc version anywhere. If you guys know about the black disc version, leave in the comments below, and I would happily find a way of actually purchasing it. I really would. But honestly, hands down, this game for its time was good, but there's some things I have to point out, even with this current version that I'm playing. The current version here, like I said, they did release a remastered version called Killing Time Resurrected, and you can pick that up for about $12. Okay, so if you really want to play this game, you literally can just hop online and just buy it for $12. So if you really want to play it, you can, or you can go the route of actually collecting the original 3DO version, which unless you have a 3DO system, I don't know why you're doing that other than maybe just being a game collector. But as for the overall gameplay, it's fast, it's fluid. Textures, you can have the original textures, which are blocky and chunky, and it does this effect like most first-person shooters for its time, where it's almost like a 2D sprite image that when you spin around it, it will rotate. So it's like these weird sprite paper images of like trees and the enemies. All the enemies and everything are like like paper thin. If you spin around, they just spin the enemy and the items around, like everything from candles to trees. And the other thing is, I don't know if it's a glitch or not, because I don't remember this from the original version, but if you look and you see, like when you kill an enemy, all the enemies that you kill stay dead where you killed them for the whole entire game. They never disappear. And the thing that's weird is if you spin around them, they I don't think they glitch, but they change sides, and like when you move, and it looks weird. It looks very, very weird. But for its time, honestly, this was a fast, frantic, very gory game that actually told a pretty damn good story, especially with the full motion video of these fully dressed actors telling you the story. And it was very interesting that you go through pulling these levers, solving these puzzles. And there's not really too many bosses in the game either. There's only like a couple. But it's just weird seeing these really oddly animated 2D paper-thin enemies attacking you. And when you kill them, and they just lie on the ground. I mean, all kinds of different demons and monsters, like a Frankenstein monster. Lots of gangsters with Tommy guns. But hands down, this actually is really not a bad game. Now, compared to games today, oh, definitely. It doesn't hold a candle to like a Doom Eternal or nothing like that. Come on, man. This originally came out all the way back in '95, for crying out loud, for the ill-fated 3DO system. And I remember playing it, and it was one of my favorite games at the time. And going back and playing it again, does it really hold up to today's standards? No, of course not. Of course it doesn't. Gameplay-wise, design level-wise, overall playability is pretty decent, and this version does come with some bells and whistles, because I know the original version, if you had the Game Guru, which was their version of like a Game Shark for 3DO back in the day, you can have cheat codes to make yourself invincible. Well, this game comes with it, so you can just turn them on and off in the options menu. It will make it to where you can't get trophies, so if you actually want to play this game to get trophies, you can't turn on the cheats. But really, it's actually a pretty difficult game too. You have to actually make sure that you take care of your ammo and everything else. Honestly, hands down, like I said, does it hold up? No, not really, but it is still a classically charming game that you can go back and play today. And just imagine this was state-of-the-art back in the day, man. The fact how smooth and buttery it ran and everything, it was state-of-the-art. By today's standards, no, it's not that good. But can I sit here and say that Killing Time, as this video game flashback, is it still a good game by today's standards? It's very bare bones though, and visual fidelity, it's not going to really knock anything out of the park, but it still has a lot of unique charm to it, with the fact that they actually were able to have full motion video pop up in the middle of gameplay, and it had no load times. But in the end, what are your personal thoughts of Killing Time? Have you played this game all the way back on the 3DO, or did you play the remastered version? Leave in the comments below if you agree or disagree with me that this is a good game or not. Once again, thank everybody out there for watching this video. I want to thank each and every single one of you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. And of course, here at Devil Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.